Hi everyone, and welcome to my business spotlight. I'm Sally, the founder of Plum Accounting. I've been a chartered accountant for over 15 years, and I set up my business 3 years ago after taking a career break to have my two children. So the main reason I set up my business was really to make a difference to business owners' lives. So I know a lot of people think that we just offer accounts and tax services, but I think we're quite well placed to be able to educate our clients on how they can run a more profitable and successful business, how they can achieve their business and personal goals, which in turn will kind of lead to the lifestyle that they want to choose. Because ultimately, your business is there to serve you rather than the other way around. So at the moment, I appreciate that these times are quite difficult. A lot of businesses are struggling out there. Some businesses, they've not had to adapt too much. Maybe they're already online, so they've not had to make too many changes. Other businesses out there, they have kind of adapted to the new environment. And then there's others out there like hairdressers, maybe beauticians, cafe owners. They still don't know when they're going to be able to start trading again. So I thought I would share with you today some ideas that business owners, we can kind of do to help us get through these quite difficult times. So I'm hoping first that you've been able to access the government support available. Obviously, there's been self-employment income scheme. There should be another payment due in August on that one. There's furloughing of workers if you have employees. There's been various grants and reliefs available, and more recently the bounce back loans as well. So if you have taken out a loan, please make sure that you can afford to make the repayments. Ideally, you should be preparing a cash flow to make sure that you can afford that when the repayments are due. If you need any help with that, then please do contact me and I'll see if I'm able to help. Then we really need to just think ourselves as business owners. We should be looking after ourselves first and foremost. Then if we have a team of people, making sure we're looking after them, especially if they're working from home rather than being in an office. And then your customers. So you should still keep in contact with your customers, even if you're not trading. Just make sure, see how they are. Tell them when you may be able to start trading again, because obviously at the end of all this, you do still want a client base. So yeah, do keep in touch with your customers. Suppliers as well, I would definitely recommend contacting suppliers if you maybe have issues with making payments. It's always a good idea to call, see if there's room for a negotiation, maybe upfront payment with discounts. Also looking at contracts for maybe if you have lease or other equipment or vehicle hire, definitely worth speaking with them if you are struggling to make repayments. So I was going to cover a little bit about business recovery. So I know some businesses are at that stage now. I will be running a webinar on this in a couple of weeks' time, so please do look out for it. I will try and get it posted on the group, so yeah, do join if you would like to look at that. But I thought I'd just cover a couple of bits from that today. So really about how we've been kind of forced to think outside the square, to reinvent maybe the way we work or behave. So I see that there's sort of four main opportunities for you to reinvent your business. So first opportunity is innovation. So that's the introduction of new things, maybe a new idea or a way of doing something. So a great example here is of a company that changed from selling travel pillows to hair clippers, which were obviously quite in demand during the lockdown. And then secondly, another way to reinvent is to re-engineer. So that's maybe to improve the design of a product or system, So in other words, use what you already have, but to make something different. So a couple of examples here I've heard of. In New Zealand, there was a company that produced beer. They used their production line to now make hand sanitizer. Then the Formula One teams took on the NHS challenge of making ventilators in the UK. So that's another way to kind of re-engineer. The third one is probably adapting or changing the way you deliver your products or services. So how you can change to kind of suit the current environment. So one example I've heard of was a beauty therapy business. So they were offering online skin consultations if people bought products. They were doing like bundles of products for home facials. So yeah, that's a really good idea of ways you can adapt. The final one is what I would say called widening your lane, which is really just broadening your product or service offering. So for example, here we had cafes that were previously just offering food and coffee. Now they've been doing takeaways, boxing up ready meals, doing ingredient bundles for recipes. So they're 4 really great opportunities that you can think of for reinventing your business. So I'd love to hear some ways that you lot have been able to reinvent your business. So maybe leave some comment below. I'd love to hear what they are. So yeah, please do try and catch up on my webinar I'll be doing in a couple of weeks' time. Also, I'm still offering online consultations. They're complimentary. So if you want to do a one-to-one online, please do get in contact with me either on my website, which is plumaccounting.co.uk, or you can also contact me through my Facebook page. So if you need any help, yeah, please do get in touch. Thank you.